In this video, we're going to have a look at composite items in Stok.ly. Stok.ly handles complex composite items. A composite item is also called a bundle. If we have a look at the items table in the back office, we'll filter for the format composite, and we can have a look at trainer gift set. So you can just drop down and see the child items that belong to that parent composite and the number of items available and what have you. We can click into the composite. We can see the type of item, the fact that it's assigned to category trainers, its name, its SKU, barcode, brand, part numbers, weight, any age restriction, so that you can make up a composite bundle and give it a barcode and sell it physically in stores, or create the bundle and then sell it online. So let's just have a look down here. We've got tags which we can apply to a bundle to aid the fulfillment rules, pick rules, filter through to your custom reports. It's got the dimensions for shipping. It's got a standard list price, either for your EPOS terminals or your B2B sales. It's got its own image, the parent image, and then each of the child items would have its own image as well. You can have custom attributes created here. We've got a list of all attributes, and we've assigned these specific attributes to the composite item. So we've got a different description on eBay to the description on Shopify. We've got a different price on eBay to the price on Shopify. We've got metadata. We can handle YouTube videos. We can handle your downloads. You might have a French language version. We'll hold all the product data and push that out to the appropriate e-commerce channel or point of sale channel. Now you can buy composite items from your suppliers. This would be the harmonized code, the country of origin, the associated duty if you're going to import. This is the last receipted cost that you paid the supplier. When you invoice against a purchase order, we'll distribute the landed costs on the purchase order against the items and distribute that by weight, volume, or value, and give you a more accurate landed cost price, which then gives you a more accurate gross profit, net profit. We can create units of measure for a composite item. So this is if you are buying composite items from your suppliers. Here we see the underlying items that make up the bundle and in the quantity. Now these are products in their own right, so we can just click through. This is a simple item with all the product information, and together they make up this bundle. Now, when you're selling online, Stok.ly will manage the underlying inventory of these items when you make a sale in store or online. But if you're selling online, Stok.ly will dynamically calculate how many bundles you can make from the underlying inventory and populate that on your e-commerce channels. We'll also populate that on your point of sale channels. Here's your inventory across locations for your composite item bundle. If we're listing a composite item, we'll just come down to our channels. Say we're listing to Shopify. I'm going to come down to listings. I'm going to create a listing. I could find the item in question. Here we are, our trainer gift set. I'd select that, and when I click forward, that's going to create my listing on Shopify as a bundle with images, inventory, and all my product data. You can, of course, receive goods in against a purchase order. So here's a purchase order. and here's the purchase order for that bundle. You'll see here's a goods receipt against that bundle, and we'll just open up and have a look at that. And we can see the parent and the associated quantities we're expecting to receive against that. So you get a full audit trail for a purchase order of all your deliveries. When it comes to dispatching a sales order for a composite, if we come down to sales, when it comes to sales orders, we can see we've got a new sales order in here, and if we click into this, we can see that it is a composite item that's been sold. Here are the underlying items and in the quantities that we need to dispatch them. You can part dispatch composite items, and you can part dispatch items from different locations. So we could part process this sales order and say we want to process that from the central warehouse via Royal Mail, and go through and choose the service, and then do the same with this item and part dispatch that from our Dublin warehouse, and so forth. Or, of course, you can just select the whole item and run our fulfillment rules, which just automatically process the sales order ready for pick, pack, and dispatch. And when we have a look at the goods out note, we can see that we've got the parent composite SKU and the child items in the quantity to pick. So that's complex composite items in Stok.ly